Why serverless? Let's break it down. Traditionally, when hosting a Node.js application on Oracle, DigitalOcean, or VPS, you have to manage the server. This means setting up the environment, handling updates, and keeping the server running 24/7 even if no one is using your app. If your traffic suddenly increases, you may need to manually upgrade your server or risk downtime. And even when there's no traffic, you are still paying for that server. With a serverless approach, you don't have to manage or maintain servers. The infrastructure automatically scales up when needed and scales down when idle. Plus, you only pay for what you use. For example, if you host your app on Oracle, you might pay $7 per month for a basic dyno, even if your app receives 0 requests. But with a serverless setup, you are only charged when your code actually runs. If your function runs 100,000 times in a month, you might only pay a few cents. If no one uses your app, you pay nothing at all. This makes serverless computing more cost-effective and scalable. Imagine paying rent for an apartment you only use a few hours a day. That would not make sense, right? But that's how traditional servers work. You pay for them to run all the time, even when no one is using your app. That's where AWS Amazon Web Services comes in. It's a cloud platform that gives businesses the power to run apps, store data, and more only when needed. One of its powerful services, AWS Lambda, lets you run code only when needed without worrying about servers. Coca-Cola had this problem. They were spending $13,000 a year just to keep their vending machine servers running, even when no one was buying drinks. After switching to AWS Lambda, they only paid when a transaction happened. This cut their cost to $4,500 a year, saving 65%. With traditional hosting, like running a Node.js app on Oracle, you pay for server time even when no one is using your app. But with AWS, you only pay when your app is actually being used. That is why more businesses are switching to AWS. It saves money and works better.